Mhm.
Tell me, what is the core design philosophy behind Notice and your designing, then manufacturing? There different, as you said, that there's an intersection between both of them,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then there's a particular person who's working towards bringing those design files to the manufacturing unit.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
what does the philosophy look
So
like behind it? Because your website says a lot about it. So,
yeah,
tell me, what is the
correct.
philosophy?
Correct. So firstly, website also, I think it is a very all over the place because we're also fixing that. But if I were to, I'll take you back to what the logo is, right? Our logo is a
Hmm.
left facing arrow, if you've seen it. So the arrow signifies the road less traveled, taking a left turn, right? To do
Hmm.
things in the unconventional way. So that remains a core lens in our philosophy where we want to do the unusual. We want to look at something that you have a very strong preconceived notion about, for example, a pen stand, and we really want to rethink what it could be. So that is a core philosophy that remains. And the other thing that we really focus on quite a bit is making things that demand attention and tell a story. So we want to
Uh,
make conversation starters, right? Anything that is in the corner of my room, I want, like, if anybody's room from Notice, I want people to look at it and ask them questions about it so that there is a, like, it talks about your personality and it also gives you a little backstory. So making things that tell a story remains a constant lens that things pass through. So those are like the two major design philosophies. With that, and luckily, how we work at Notice is quite simple in terms of the hierarchy. We have a very
mhm.
flat hierarchy, although we have like a core team and we have our employees. But in my eyes and in the team's eyes, I think we're all equals because I really value lived experience, right? What what you have experienced as a person is very different with what I have, and I think it's immensely valuable to sort of take in and understand these lived experiences from people because you can fabricate end amount of stories but you can't fabricate lived in experiences.
Mhm.
So how we work is very simple where everybody's idea is valued equally. So even when we sit on product meetings every single day, at the end of the day we have a lot of larger brainstorming sessions that happen where every single person, from an intern to a warehouse manager to me to everybody, have their ideas that come in, and my job becomes to filter them out, guide them to really refine the idea that goes to our final manufacturing. And because of this value chain and this high flat hierarchical system, everybody in this hierarchy has sort of understood my lens as well. So even
Mhm.
if Ojasvi is making transforming a design file to be manufacturable, he knows that he doesn't or he will not take it too away from what the core design is. His goal then becomes to make what we receive as a final design उससे closest कितना manufacturable ले सकते हैं, because he also has a very great understanding of what design is for Notice. So our goal was that everybody needs to obviously be the ace in their field, but also needs to understand a little bit of everybody else's field. And we've done that very, very well. Obviously, there are a lot of things we need to improve upon still, but that I think has been very good where everybody's learned quite a lot about the other person's job. So it doesn't become a huge disconnect when a design file goes to Ojasvi and he sits down to make it manufacturable. So yeah, I think the design philosophy very easily translates.
So Notice is a creative company, right? You have five people on the core team, and then there are other
Mhm.
people working
Correct.
with you. The first thing that comes to my mind is, Acha, how are you all in the core team? Are you all around the same age?
No, no, we're not. We're not. So I am the youngest. Actually, I'm the youngest, I think. I'm 24. I turned 24 this year. Then there
Uh,
is Webhub, who I think is 25 or a little elder to me month wise, I think. Ayush is 27 and Ojasvi is 28 or 29. So similar, yeah, but there's a little bit of an age gap. But I think in
mhm.
terms of what we look at and how we speak and how we've basically grown up, apart from Ojasvi, I think we're all roughly in the same age bracket. Ojasvi becomes a little elder and we
Uh,
always pull his leg about it. But so that is the rough age group.
these are a bunch of friends trying to create a creative
Hmm.
company. In
Correct.
these 3 years, have you had a banter or
Oh yeah, yeah,
a
every
heated
day.
up conversation?
every day. So the thing is, people, when you have four people, five people who care so much about something,
Mm-hmm.
they always, everybody has their very strong views on things.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
and we literally, like, we always have arguments. In on calls, of- all of it happens away from the rest of the team, so they don't know what is going on. But whenever it's five of us or four of us sitting,
Yeah.
it's uh if things are getting heated, if there are slack from other members, वो fight होता है. There is a distinction in thought always. But the thing is, we all become, because we're all friends, it comes back to a matter of everybody is speaking so what do you call it, passionately, purely because they want the best for the company. So end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, we know it's coming from the best interest. So no, none of these fights become anything close to personal or
Okay.
anything larger than what they actually are. So obviously वो heated हो जाता है, because if you have five men in the room, bro, like, लोग लड़ेंगे. We are stupid creatures. We do dumb things, and वो हो जाता है because, again, like, it's, everybody knows what they are doing best. So from their lens, everybody has to put their point down. But we have to have a constant TA of, okay, guys, let's
Mm-hmm.
try our best to be as cordial as possible, because that obviously is the better way to work. Because otherwise, झगड़े में यार, तुम आधे घंटे झगड़े कर लो, oftentimes you won't find a end result to it. Like,
Correct.
you'll have an argument, then everybody will hop off call, but आधे घंटे तो waste हो गए तुम्हारे. So we try not to do it, but I think it's unavoidable. And I think it's always better in co-founders to hash these things out immediately, because holding grudges and having these things pent up in your head are the worst thing ever. So whenever we have arguments, disagreements, or disappointments, whatnot, we are huge believers of vocalizing everything on call, especially because on text, oftentimes words and meanings and intentions can be misread. तो
Mm-hmm.
हमारे में कभी भी कुछ argument होता है, first thing we get on a group call and we're like, okay, okay, ठीक है, this is happening, this is how we're dealing it. कभी अगर मैं दिल्ली में रहा तो हम लोग bowling करने चले जाते हैं, या तो go karting करने चले जाते हैं, तो it becomes like a simpler exercise.